Hit a three. You guys went up 23-21. They closed the half 28-10. Was that stretch maybe a low point, given the fact of what you guys have been through? And we talked about playing with desperation, even if you weren't desperate the other day, and that's how you were able to win that game.
Yeah.
Was that stretch maybe a low point?
Yeah, that was a huge stretch for us and for them, for us to capitalize off of and kind of just build off of that lead. And we didn't do that. I think we had a lot of turnovers, but it wasn't just the offensive end, it was more defensively. We just couldn't get stops. We just kept going in the post and spreading out the defense, and they was able to find open threes and different back cuts that led to them to making that lead, and we just couldn't capitalize off of that. Basketball's a game of runs, but it's also about getting stops, and we weren't able to get stops during that run.
So what's your thought process going through that run? It took about 9 minutes. Is there a level of frustration that, my God, here we go, this is happening against a good team again?
Yeah, 100%. It's the Clemson's a really good team. They capitalize off of your missed turnovers, missed shots, and they're able to. They're a mature team, experienced team, and they did a good job kind of just sharing the wealth throughout everybody. And so the huge, a lot of frustration going through my mind during that stretch, but just trying to stay composed and positive for my teammates, and kind of staying within the game. You can't just let one bad play affect the rest of the plays.
RJ, this team, I think back to November and December when you guys would dig some big holes, but you play with your hair on fire. Do you feel like this team has lost its fight in some ways?
No, I don't think so. I just think they were the better team tonight. They were the more hungry team, and they played like they wanted more than us. And I'm not going to sit here and say that we lost our fight, because we did show the fight throughout the rest of the game. It has to be consistent, and that's just the frustrating part about it, that we just can't get over that hump and continuously to show that we wanted more. And I think Clemson, they were just able to kind of get the spots they wanted. They shared the basketball, they played harder, and that just can't happen, especially when we're in the mix of the season where things have to get going for us if we want to make a run.
I'm sorry, they seem to get a lot of clean looks from three tonight. What was wrong defensively for you guys that allowed that to happen?
First half they shot 50%, and then we shot 50%, but obviously they were up more points than us. So at that point, we just have to get stops, and we just didn't do that in the first half. And it kind of carried on to the second half a little bit. I felt like we kind of put together a couple possessions together, but they just weren't enough for us to make a run, for us to continuously get stops and make the game close.
What are your emotions as you see the NCAA chances really starting to diminish at this point?
It's I'm gonna still stay positive and still continue to lead this group, and I still think we could turn this season around. Obviously, this could have been a huge win for us, but we still have a lot of games left to go, regular season plus ACC tournament. So I still have high hopes and positivity for this group. So yeah.
What are you seeing with Ian's struggles here of late? Is this a slump, or what's not going well for him?
I just think it's just more. He's a really great player. I just think he's trying to find his groove and rhythm a little bit. I think teams are just playing him in a little bit differently now. So, but he'll find his groove. We'll help him find his groove.
What are the ways you feel you can kind of get him going? Because obviously you've seen his scoring kind of lift you at times. What are some ways you think you guys can either get him more looks or just get him more comfortable?
I just think, well, for us, we live off in transition, and he did a good job of kind of getting his buckets off of transition. So we as a collective group has to get some more stops. That way we could run in transition. That way we could play our game and just kind of just shoot the open ones a little bit. I think I talked to him during the game. He had a couple good shots that he shot, and just happened not to go in. So one thing about him, he's a confident kid, and I know he's going to continue to keep shooting because that's what we need. So he'll be good, though.
All right, thanks.